whether they want me back or not. It's one of those things where I'd like to make that decision before they got to get draft picks and the free agency opens, so that it gives them an opportunity to go out there and
hold on to your Chiefs hoodies because the Kelce universe is in full chaos mode right now. First up, Travis Kelce gets real about retirement, a wild $1.8 billion Powerball daydream, and the heavy feeling of possibly letting Andy Reid down.
It's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. I feel like I can't even look my guy, Coach Andy Reid, in his eyes right now.
And then we've got the big update. If Travis ever leaves Kansas City, insiders say he's not doing the new team, New Jersey thing at all. Next, his teammates start sounding emotional, basically begging him for one more season.
Man, it's sad, to be able to be here with my brother, man, and just be able to share the field with him.
And then Kylie Kelce drops her old-school soap-in-the-mouth parenting hack.
You can't do empty threats. That's what you can't do with kids.
You can't do that.
Finally, Jason hints Taylor and Travis might ditch a major wedding tradition.
Wherever I'm involved, I'll be happy to be, and I'm just happy for those two.
Travis is having the kind of late season, so what are we doing next moment that hits you when the year's been a little messy and everyone keeps asking you about your future like they're your aunties at a wedding. With the Chiefs staring down the final game of the season and the vibes not exactly screaming Super Bowl parade, Kelce's retirement talk is basically the hottest gossip in the NFL streets right now. And honestly, at 36, year 13, and with Kansas City shockingly missing the playoffs for the first time in forever, you can feel the weight of it all sitting on his shoulders like a fully loaded linebacker. After that Christmas Day loss to the Broncos, people started acting like his quiet little 5-catch, 36-yard night was some kind of farewell tour finale at Arrowhead. Kelce didn't exactly play into the drama, but he also didn't shut it down with a hard no. Instead, he hit everyone with comedy, basically saying the only time retirement really crossed his mind was when he saw the Powerball jackpot sitting at an insane $1.8 billion and thought, yeah, if I hit that, I'm out.
No, the only time it ever crossed my mind is I was driving in the other day and I saw how much the Powerball was. And I was like, man, if I could just win that, I wouldn't have to work another day in my life.
The internet ran with it for about 5 minutes until, plot twist, someone in Arkansas actually won it. So, congrats to that person, and condolences to Kelce's imaginary early retirement. But let's be real, money isn't the issue here. Kelce's already made serious cash in the league, and his life off the field isn't exactly looking financially stressed either. If anything, what's actually eating at him is the emotional stuff, the team, the expectations, and especially Andy Reid. Kelce has been brutally honest behind the scenes about feeling like he hasn't delivered this year, and he's been carrying that like it's personal. In a recent sit-down with Chiefs legend Tony Gonzalez, he reportedly got pretty raw about how frustrating the season has been and how it messes with him that he feels like he's let Coach Reid down.
It's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. I feel like I can't even look my guy, Coach Andy Reid, in his eyes right now, just because I feel like I disappoint or I just let him down in some way, somehow.
Reid just isn't a coach to him. He's the fearless leader type, the guy who helped shape him, and that makes every missed moment feel heavier.
That's my fearless leader. It's my job to go out there and make it happen, and that's kind of the pride that I've always played with, especially playing for him, knowing how hard he works and how prepared he always is.
And yeah, fans are reading into everything now, like Kelce swapping his loud pregame fashion experiments for a basic Chiefs hoodie, like he's quietly packing his bags without saying it out loud. While everyone's been busy debating whether Travis retires or runs it back with Kansas City, there's been this quiet third option floating around like a suspicious group chat rumor. What if he leaves the Chiefs but doesn't leave football? You know, the classic legend move. Pull a Tom Brady, hop teams late, and suddenly you're winning rings in a whole new zip code. Brady did it, got another Super Bowl, and even dragged Rob Gronkowski along like pack your bags, we're forming a boy band in Tampa. So naturally, people looked at Kelce and thought, all right, who's next? Chiefs to anywhere? Well, that fantasy is getting shut down faster than a broke cousin asking for just a small loan. If Kelce keeps playing, it's Chiefs or nothing, like not even a maybe, more like don't even print the Photoshop jerseys. One well-connected NFL voice hinted that Kelce's loyalty is locked in, and if he returns for season 14, it'll be in that same red and gold, not because he can't leave, but because he doesn't want to do the whole new city, new playbook, new fans pretending they've loved you forever thing. And honestly, this makes the whole decision feel extra dramatic because now it's basically two doors. Door A is Kansas City again, Door B is retirement with his feet up, living his best life. No third team glow-up, no revenge season, no awkward press conference where he's like, I've always admired the, Carolina Panthers. He's not rushing either. He's going to take his time after the season, breathe, talk to his people, and figure out what his body and mind are really saying. Apparently he's done this dance before too, weighing retirement last year and then choosing to come back anyway, because legends always leave the stove on just one more run. From the Chiefs side, the love is mutual. Kelce isn't just a player there, he's basically a franchise artifact at this point, tied to that Mahomes connection, the dynasty era, and the whole culture in the locker room. Fans can barely handle the idea of him leaving football, so imagining him catching passes somewhere else, yeah, that's nightmare fuel. So if Kelce does play again, it'll be right where he started making history, and if not, it's way more likely he just steps away than pulls a full-on jersey switch. Kelce is 36, the contract is done, and technically he's free to either walk away, re-up for one last ride, or just disappear into the sunset like a football Batman. And while some sports experts have been doing the usual "his best years are behind him" speech, because analysts love declaring careers over like they're reading wills, Kelce still has people inside the building begging him to run it back one more time. One of the loudest voices? His teammate Chris Jones, who basically sounded like he was trying to negotiate with fate. When Jones got asked about the retirement rumors, he reacted like someone had just threatened to cancel barbecue season. He reportedly made it clear he doesn't want Kelce going anywhere, pointing out they've been through a ton together and that Kelce isn't just a teammate, he's family, like brother. Not we share an Uber to practice brother, more like we've been in the trenches, we've suffered, we've celebrated, and you're not allowed to leave without at least one more season, brother.
Man, it's sad, to be able to be here with my brother, man, and just be able to share the field with him. I hope it is. I hope it isn't his last ride, but if it is, it's tip my hat off to him. Hell of a career.
Meanwhile, Kelce's support system is still showing up like clockwork. Taylor Swift and Donna Kelce were right there through the emotional chaos, and cameras caught them exchanging some pretty tense glances, the kind that scream, "We're holding it together but barely." And now everyone's waiting for Kelce's decision like it's the season finale of a show nobody wants to end. The Kelce family chaos moves right along, because now Kylie Kelce is dropping parenting gems that sound like they came straight from a 1997 kitchen with a bar of Dial soap on standby. Kylie hopped on the Holiday Spectacular episode of the New Heights podcast with Jason and Travis, and she basically reminded the world that she's running an old-school household where watch your mouth is not a suggestion, it's a full-blown policy. The conversation took a hilarious turn when Kylie revealed her go-to method for stopping her daughters from cursing, the classic soap-in-the-mouth move. Yes, that soap. The one your parents used to threaten you with, and you thought they were bluffing until you tasted bubbles and regret.
How are you supposed to put soap in a 9-year-old's mouth? I mean, I suppose you could.
Kylie apparently isn't into empty threats, and she made it pretty clear that if her kids test drive a bad word, the consequences come with a minty fresh aftertaste.
You can't do empty threats. That's what you can't do with kids.
You can't do that.
And the funniest part? Her oldest daughter, Wyatt, has already dipped her toes into the spicy vocabulary pool. Kylie recalled one moment that sounded like a tiny sitcom scene. Wyatt slowly closed the front door while casually dropping a curse word in perfect context, like she was an exhausted adult paying bills. Kylie's reaction was basically, "Oh, so we're doing this now," because Wyatt didn't just say it, she delivered it with dramatic timing.
Ellie was inside the house and Wyatt was closing the front door, and she went, "Bitch," and closed it really slowly and said it at the same time.
And the second Kylie opened the door, Wyatt apparently hit her with instant remorse, like a kid who just realized the teacher heard everything. Kylie described it like immediate buyer's remorse, like Wyatt purchased the curse word, realized it came with fees, and tried to return it within 5 seconds. And because Kylie's not trying to traumatize anyone, she didn't give her the soap that specific time. But the real plot twist? Wyatt already knew what the punishment was, which means she's gotten the soap before. That's how you know Kylie is serious. When a child fears Irish Spring more than detention, you've got a real parenting system.
And immediate buyer's remorse. Immediate. I don't know that she got it that time because she had buyer's remorse very quickly, but she has gotten it before, which is why she knows I'm not joking about a bar of soap.
Kylie also apparently admitted this whole situation started earlier than she expected because she once heard Wyatt drop her first curse word during an Eagles game. And the funniest part is that the kid didn't just say it, She apparently copied Kylie's exact tone, inflection, and emotion like she was doing an Oscar-worthy impression. Kylie was honestly impressed, like, I shouldn't be proud, but wow, the delivery was elite. And while Kylie's running a soap-based anti-cursing program like a wholesome mafia boss, Jason Kelce just casually wandered into national TV and basically hinted that Taylor and Travis might be about to rewrite the wedding rulebook like it's a Taylor's version release. Jason popped up on Good Morning America, and of course, they hit him with the classic best man speech question because apparently America cannot rest until they know if Jason's going to roast Travis in front of Taylor and God. But instead of confirming anything, Jason did the most Jason thing possible. He played clueless, acted like he's been left on read, and hinted that there might not even be a best man situation at all. Imagine thinking you're practicing a heartfelt speech and then finding out the wedding might be running on a no wedding party, just vibes policy.
What are you going to say in your best man speech?
Time will tell if there is one or anything like that. I've been given no details on that front.
Jason basically implied that tradition isn't guaranteed here. No official crew lineup, no matching tuxes, no bridesmaid brigade. Just Taylor and Travis doing whatever they want, because when you're a global pop icon and an NFL superstar, you don't really have to follow the Pinterest template. Jason kept it polite, though, making it clear he's down for whatever role they toss him. Best man, hype man, ring security, snack coordinator, he's ready.
Wherever I'm involved, I'll be happy to be, and I'm just happy for those two.
That's all for this episode, folks. We'll see you next time.